Hello, welcome to my 6th tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how to finish up the rig that we started in the last tutorial. So let's load our last save. And let's reactivate this. Good. Now we want to finish up this armature of ours. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to go into edit mode and I want here to extrude another bone that here in the bone tab we're going to name it master bone. This will be our master bone. Now it's a good idea to name all your bones, but it's not really necessary, but it's quite useful. I will not do it in this tutorial because it would take an awful lot of time. So here's what we want to do. We want to select this little bone here. Now actually this bone is useless, so I will remove it. Good. So I want the parent of this bone. Now you see, this is actually why you want your bones to be named, to be master, and same for this one, master. And we have to do the same for the control bones. First of all, you must make it that they are not connected. Set the parent to master. Same for this one, master, and same for this one. Oh crap, sorry, I forgot to disconnect them. Master and master. Good. Now if we go back in posing mode and I move this bone. Oh, one more thing. This bone also needs to have its parent set to master. Now you can move all the armature using only this master bone here. Another thing we need to do is set the rig up for inverse kinematics. I can't actually explain what it is, but you'll understand by seeing what it does. So I select this bone and this bone, press Ctrl, no, not that, Shift I to active bone. What? No. First select the thigh bone. No, that's not thigh. I don't know. Anyway, select the bone under the knee and then. No. Wait, let me figure out the order. Oh yeah, so this is it. So first you select the control bone and then the bone above it. Press Shift I to active bone. And also we need to look at the settings a bit. Select the bone, go to the constraint tab. See bone constraints tab, to add constraints. Oh, bone constraints here. And you need to modify the chain length to 2 because we want it. Let me explain the chain length. So what IK does basically, it allows us to control the bending of the foot using this foot here. Basically when you move this leg will adjust this position so it stays in the same relative position to the master bone, the control bone for the leg, and also modifies the position of the bones above it according to the length of the IK chain. Now if I set that to 3, it won't actually modify. Yeah, this is what happens when the length is bigger than the actual than how many bones you actually need to move. For example, I only need to move the bones of the leg, not anything else. It will spaz out or just animate poorly if the number is not set right. So anyway, it needs to be at 2. Same for this one. I'll also do the same for the hand and the hand control. So first select the hand control, then the wrist bone, Shift I, there, set it to chain link. I think we can do 3 here. Let's see how it animates. Not that good. Now leave it to 2. And same for here. Set it to 2. Now, by moving this, I can basically simulate a walking animation. Now you can see it has a tendency to look quite odd and not point the direction it should normally point to. So Alt G to move the bone to its original position, and let's fix this by going again into edit mode and selecting the knee here. We will extrude like this the bones. Remove the intermediary one and set the name of each bone to knee. That's left. When naming bones, it's usually good to name it by the sides of the character. So if a bone is on the right and the character is facing you, it will be on the left side of the character. So wait, haven't I? Oh, here's the naming. Knee left, knee right, and make the parents be master, and also extrude bones for the elbows. Again, remove the intermediary bone, name this elbow left, elbow right, parent set to master, and now going back into posing mode by pressing Ctrl Tab, we need to add another constraint to the bone by selecting the bone and actually first the elbow and then the bone itself. Again, press Shift I. No, actually I think it's, let's see what the key was. Wasn't there a shortcut? I guess not. I have to do this manually. So go here in the bone constraint by selecting the constrained bone, add a constraint, track 2, and we want it to track to armature, add the bone elbow, that's right, to elbow right. Let's see, we need to set the X. Let's see, A PC indeed. No. X minus X. Shit, I need to pose. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Oh, actually I think I know why. Because the constraint is supposed to be added to the other bone. So I select the elbow and this bone, Shift I, add the constraint, set the chain length to 1. Let's see now what happens. Yeah, this is the one. Alt G, set, yeah, so that's the way. Again, select the left elbow, and actually it's on the right side of the screen, but it's the left of the character. Shift I, active bone, set the chain length to 1, and do the same for the thigh and each knee. Wow. Gotta be careful with those values. And chain length to 1. So let's check now. Now the knee is always in the position we want it, and we can easily move it to make the character look more relaxed, and like this. We can also add the pointing controls for for the foot itself. So let's select all, Control R, Control G to reset it. And basically this is a simple yet functional control rig. Yes. What you can also add, let's go back in edit mode, duplicate the master bone, move it somewhere between the legs, scale it down, we don't want it to be that big, set its name to foot master, set the parent to master, and set this one's parent to foot master, and the other leg controller to foot master. Now we can control the leg. Oh, back in posing mode. We can control the position of both legs by using just this bone. It just controls the legs itself, not the body. So this can be useful for jumps and other stuff. So yeah, basically it's done. In the next tutorial I will teach you how to actually animate, make an animation, and how to render it. And yeah, see you in the next tutorial.